Hi all, welcome again to my channel. So today I am going to emphasizing the basics of the system bus and the system bus in case of microprocessor as well as another microprocessors and microcontrollers. The system bus has to follow some protocols or there is some rules. According to that rule, microprocessors bus system is going to be performed. So I am basically here to describe the performance of the system bus and the applications of the system bus, but that should be maintaining the protocols. So what is the actual system bus protocol and the performance of the system bus I am going to describe in this video in details. So if you are interested to clear your concept about the part and parts of any type of ICs and microprocessors, then you have to see my video till the end. And one thing is that if you are interested to clear your concept about the microcontroller, then go and check the link I will mention in the I button as well as the description box, where all of the microcontroller based videos I have already uploaded in my channel. So subscribe my channel, be the part of Udita's classroom. So let's go and start today's tutorial. So already I have discussed about the three parts of the three classifications of the bus, that is address bus, data bus and the control bus, and these digits represented here as the width of the buses. That means 16-bit address bus, 8-bit data bus, 16-bit control bus, that is particular for the 8085 microprocessor which series is going on. And in that case, address bus is 16-bit. That means the total number of 16 cable 0 to 15, total number of 16 lines, and that must be in parallel way, are performed to pointing or to point out the address location. Okay, how it is possible? Suppose this is our microprocessor IC, that is 8085, and here suppose the memory, that is RAM, ROM, EPROM, and this is the memory cell or memory unit, and each and every memory unit has different address location. Suppose this is, I am going to start this 2000 H represented here as hexadecimal value. I have already mentioned that why I am going to use here hexadecimal number and the that means the language of microprocessor. If you follow my previous video, then you can find out that why I am going to use the hexadecimal digit. Okay, so 2000, suppose here 2001, 2002, like that 2050. This is the hexadecimal number. Okay, so now what happened? Let in the point 2005, this is one memory location where there is a data, suppose 32H. In this case, I am telling you that this 32H, okay, and here 2005H, this is here address location of memory, and this is the data or the information which is already stored in the microprocessor and in this particular location. Okay, so what is that? This 32H, that is 2 digit we can find out here, and here the 4 digit. Each and every digit, if we go to convert the hexadecimal to binary to support the machine language, as machine language is related about the binary number. So if we go to convert this hexadecimal to binary, we can find each and every digit represents only the 4 binary number. So in case of 2, that is 0010, and in case of 3, 0011. If you cannot understand and if you have some doubt in the conversion of the number system, you write in my comment section below. Please, I will definitely another video to clear your this type of concept. Okay, so here we can get this. So what is that? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So we can write here D0 to D7. So this is 8-bit actually 8-bit data. And in that case, so each and every bit, if we go to convert binary number, we can get 4444, that means 4 into 4, 16-bit number. So what happened? In case of 2, we can find 0010, 00000, 0000, and this 5, 101. Okay, so here this is A15, this is A0. So this width is 16-bit. Okay, now what is going on? That is, this is the address bus. So at first, this location should be pointed out by the address bus. Okay, by the address bus. Okay, then this address bus where we can get 2005H, because microprocessor pointing out this particular location from where the data is going to transferred to microprocessor, either microprocessor or microprocessor to the memory. Okay, so here we can get the 32H. This is the bidirectional, that is the data bus. And in that case, the two operation happened. That means either data is accepted or data is sent. When data accept, that operation is called read, and when data sent, this operation is called write. That is the microprocessor operation. Okay, and in that case, to support this type of operation, here in case of control bus, we can get the signal. In case of read, we can get read bar. In case of write, WR bar. So now come to the control bus, and this is also the 16-bit control bus, and this control bus can generate either RD bar or write bar, and this is indicated here the actual what performance is going on between the microprocessor and memory. Instead of memory, here the peripheral device, either input output device, may be acceptable here, but the performance is going to same. Now guys, let's see what is going on. This is the total. If you go to point out the pin, that is A8 to A15 is pointing here as the address bus, and AD7 to AD0, that is multiplex address and data bus. Multiplex means many into one. That means these lower order bit 8-bit, that means LSB of 8-bit is already performed as the address bus as well as the data bus. And how it is possible? So here we can get A0 to A15, but the LSB portion we can find out AD0 to AD7. That means the 8-bit of data bus is multiplexed with the low order of the address bus. So this is the dual performance will be happened here. So first, when the microprocessor is pointing out the particular location, in that case, here we can get the binary digit, that is instead of 2005, we can write here the binary number like 1010 0000 0000, and for 20100. So this is 200, and this is the 5. Okay, this is the hexadecimal and this is the binary number. So this is first microprocessor pointing out the location with the help of total 16-bit address bus. Okay, now the performance is converting to the data bus, and data bus, that this is the dual performance data bus. Okay, now what happened? According to the instruction, microprocessor can accept or send. So when accept or send, the data should be same, data must be here. So now data bus is 32 here, the data is accepted here at 32. So now 32, that means 3 and 2 is represented only this low order bus. So here we can write 0. Let me change the ink color. 0 1 0 0 represented here as 2. Now here 1 1 0 0, this is as 2. So this is the data and this is the address. Okay, how they should be separated, because when this portion is passing, at that time the data should not be goes on. Okay, and in that case this concept I will describe later. If you have any queries regarding this, then let me comment in my comment section. Now let's go to clear the doubt about the logic, that what logic is going on about the operation of the system bus. Okay, so the logic is basically here the tri-state logic. Everybody is know the name, that is tri-state logic of bus. So here the tri-state logic, this is basically represented here. One is bus arbitration protocol. Okay, this is the basically bus arbitration protocol which is going to be maintained here when the bus is continuing their performance. And how it is possible here? Now let's get that. Here this is the actual block diagram. Okay, that is microprocessor can accept the data from input and send the data output, but accept and send both are have to using the memory device. So here the bidirectional sign is maintained here. But so the data bus, through the data bus the transfer is happen, input output transfer, another one is the memory transfer. Okay, and in that case the main transfer function, that means the data transfer is going from where to another point, or from where the data should be accepted, is basically controlled by the microprocessor. Okay, so in case of bus arbitration is basically used to hand off a bus between one of the several potential bus masters using the signals that are a part of the bus itself. So bus arbitration protocol implements some form of the bus request and the bus granted handshaking signal. That means when the data should be accepted, then from input to microprocessor or microprocessor to output, then the opponent signal should be passes from the opposite side. When microprocessor can accept the data, microprocessor first send the request to memory that I want to accept the data from your cell. Then memory should send, or memory will send the acknowledgement signal. So here at first request and then acknowledgement. This is, you can get this type of pin in case of microprocessor IC pin diagram. So microprocessor has to first send the request signal. Okay, and when my memory send the acknowledgement signal, then the total data transfer is going on. And this is not only for the memory, this is also happen for the input and the output device also. So in that case, these granting signals is controlled by the logic, and that is called the bus arbitration protocol. Why this protocol is required? Because our data bus is actually bidirectional. Okay, bidirectional. For that reason, there is a most chances to collapse all the data, that is accepted data or the sending data. So before going to maintain the function, the signals, that is request and acknowledgement signal, are passing between the two units, that is microprocessor memory, either input memory, input microprocessor, or microprocessor output. Then the functions, that means data transfer, is going on. Okay, as the data bus is bidirectional, for that reason data bus has to maintain the arbitrational protocol. But in that case, memory and input output device doesn't need tri-state logic on address and the control bus. This logic is not acceptable for the address bus and the control bus because they are only unidirectional. Okay, so their protocol doesn't required. So I think guys, this is the basics operations of the system bus. Hope you can understand the actual concept. If you have any queries and if you need to know the more concept and depth of this system bus, you can write in my comment section below. I will try my best to clear your doubts. This is for today. Next day I will come here with the next topic. Guys, thanks for watching guys. Take care. Goodbye.